Mr. Larry Basinait from HRO Today, who will be here with us for our HRO Today Baker's Dozen Customer Satisfaction Ratings for MSP, Contingent Labor, and Resourcing and Management. So welcome, Larry.
Normally when we do a Baker's Dozen announcement, Elliot takes care of it, and he reads the list from a hidden bunker sequestered in a secure, undisclosed location. The only time that's not the case is for the MSP announcement, which he asked me to do. I'm not saying that that's only a coincidence, but I am saying that if you're a provider and you don't like your rating, please remember that at least I'm announcing this live. We had an excellent response to our MSP request this year. We had over 400 companies that took the time, 400 respondents that took the time to answer our questions. Their feedback is greatly appreciated. Fellow HR and staffing executives worldwide rely each year on the MSP Baker's Dozen as part of their selection process. It's the largest and most prestigious MSP announcement in the industry. We had a number of advertisers for our sponsors for our announcement, and I'd like to thank each and every one of them. Please remember that they sponsor the announcement, our video announcement, but not the actual survey itself. I'm going to read a little bit about each one for you. HRO. HRO is the oldest and largest diversity organization, providing total talent management for a workforce and vendor management. Since 1982, HRO has garnered over 300 industry and client awards for implementation, program management, and tailored global solutions, including contingent staffing, customized MSP solutions, VMS software, RPO, payroll service, IC 1099 verification and engagement, ITSOW consulting, and HR consulting. HRO takes great pride in providing white glove service to our clients and employees. AMN Healthcare. AMN Healthcare is a leader and innovator in healthcare workforce solutions and staffing services. AMN provides unparalleled access to the most comprehensive network of quality healthcare professionals and delivers managed services programs, healthcare executive search solutions, vendor management systems, recruitment process outsourcing, predictive modeling, mid-revenue cycle solutions, and more. AMN is committed to fostering a diverse team that reflects the communities we serve and the perspectives that enable a superior healthcare experience. And Workforce Logic. Workforce Logic, the global leader in total workforce management intelligence, technology, and expertise, enables organizations to win the talent they need to grow. With customers in 50 countries, Workforce Logic provides expert guidance, real-time analytics, and patent-pending award-winning technologies, including MSP, vendor management system, recruitment process outsourcing, statement of work, management services procurement, and independent contractor compliance solutions. You find that the best companies sponsor HRO Today magazine or HRO Today forum, and they're looking to reach key decision makers. According to the 2018 HRO Today Reader Survey, 74% of our subscribers have titles of director or above. So HRO Today reaches the senior suite. We have a list of over 180,000 individuals, and that's spread across North America, APAC, and EMEA. If you have any questions, Gail Tedeschi at SharedXpertise will be happy to help you out. Now, let's talk a little bit about the questionnaire because really, that's why you came to the forum. There are 35 questions in the MSP survey, and some of those are multi-part. There's 3 different indices that we use when we come up with the composite rating. And those indices are breadth of service, the size of deal, and the quality of service. Quality of service is the most important thing because at its core, the Baker's Dozen survey is a customer satisfaction survey. So we don't divulge all the weightings, but each of them has a factor in it, with quality of service being the highest. There's a deliberate bias towards the complexity and longer-term programs in the algorithm that we use. And to qualify, a provider must have at least 10 responses from 7 different companies, although that's the minimal requirement, and most companies exceed that by quite a bit. A little bit about the verification process. Only corporate emails are honored, so that means no AOL, no Yahoo, no Gmail, and no Comcast. Unless, of course, you work for AOL or Yahoo or Google or Comcast, and then it all gets very confusing. Each survey respondent receives a confirmation email from me thanking them for their survey. And we have our webmaster go through each record and make sure that the IP addresses we have correspond with what we would guess. We spent a great deal of time with each and every record. I go through them all myself, and then Elliot also goes through each one, all in an effort to try and prevent fraud. The only influence that HRO today has on the survey responses is that we eliminate those that are very, very poor and would appear vengeful. And then on the other hand, if something is too perfect, and by that I don't mean somebody's getting all fives. People get a bit concerned about that. What it means is if there was a response and somebody picks all fives, they pick all the possible products that could be offered in all the possible geographies, and only the most glowing of comments, and it's for a provider that nobody has ever heard of, we get a bit suspicious. So that's what we mean by that. A little bit more about the 2019 process. We sent survey links to 34 selected providers worldwide, and we had a list of 1,500 MSP customers. So we send the link directly to them as well. So it's a combination of our reaching out to our customer base to solicit responses as well as relying on providers. We received surveys on 23 providers. We verified surveys from 400 customers. And then 245 of those we made sure met the criteria that we needed, and they came from 193 different companies. So lots of records, lots of respondents to our survey. It's the largest MSP customer satisfaction study in the HR media. The Baker's Dozen list represents the top 13 providers from the survey. We don't always announce 13 when we do the Baker's Dozen MSP list, and that's because we really do want to have the cream of the crop. Some years there's 12, some years there's 11. This year we were fortunate we had 13 or more that we thought were good. We do cap it at 13. Any company on the list of 13 is incredible and would be great depending on your needs. All right, I'm going to go over breadth of service. This is the first element that I talked about, the first criteria. And this year, Randstad SourceRight leads the market with the greatest number of services. This just means that their clients told us they get more services from Randstad SourceRight than any other. You'll notice this year, too, there's a great deal of dispersion in the scores between Randstad at number 1 and AMN Healthcare at number 13, almost over a 50% difference in how those are graded. So congratulations to Randstad on that. Let's move right along then to the size of deal. And you see Advantage XPO has the largest size of deal. They take top honors for that. All right, now I want to take a look at the all-important quality of service scores. As I mentioned at its core, the Baker's Dozen list is a customer satisfaction survey, so this is the most important single element that we have, although it's all combined together to come up with a composite rating. Let's take a look at how those scores broke out. People Scout, number 1 again this year. They lead on service. Congratulations to them on that. All right. Going to do something a little bit different when we do our announcement for the overall ratings. Usually I just go ahead and read the list, and by now everybody's bored with me, so they stop listening. So I thought we'll do something a little unique. We're going to have a number of employees from HRO today. Through the use of video, they're going to announce they're going to announce themselves, and they're going to announce who their choice is or who the rating is for each of the companies in the Baker's Dozen MSP 13. So let's go to the videotape.
Wendy Kleiner, CFO, number 13, Broadleaf Results.
Michelle Jerkowitz, Marketing Manager at HRO Today. Number 12, Guidant Global.
Bill Lange, Global Events Manager. At number 11 is Yo.
Bill McRae, VP of Marketing. Number 10, Advantage XPO.
Allie Williams, Global Vice President of Business Development. At number 9, HRO.
Patty Weatherspoon, Executive Assistant. Number 8, Focus One Solutions.
Taylor Thompson, Social Media Marketing Associate. Number 7, Randstad Sourceright.
Marta Khmielovich, Associate Editor of HRO Today. Number 6 is Alexander Mann Solutions.
Andrew Lopez, Market Research Analyst, HRO Today. Number 5, Agile 1.
Sam Shack, Digital Marketing Manager. Number 4, AMN Healthcare.
Hi, I'm Michael Suedo, Editor-at-Large for HRO Today APAC. Coming to you live from Singapore, where I'm happy to announce that number 3 on the Baker's Dozen is Pontoon Solutions.
I'm Simon, Editor-at-Large, HRO Today EMEA. Number 2, Workforce Logic.
So that means I get to announce number 1. The number 1 ranked provider in the 2019 Baker's Dozen MSP ranking is People Scout. Congratulations to People Scout. And here's how the overall rankings broke out this year. This is the 3rd year in a row that People Scout has been listed number 1, so really congratulations to them. That's the first time in the history of the MSP Baker's Dozen. All right, I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to join us here for this announcement, and thank all of our sponsors once again for sponsoring our video.